right, today's the day. 1 month since we installed the CERAKOTE professional disruptive coating on my car. We're going to determine whether or not it actually held up after a month. So I'm kind of confident that it held up in specific areas like the hood, maybe some of the fenders, front fenders, but the lower parts of the car I'm a little nervous, and I'm thinking that it probably lost some of its life. It's been a month of winter, but for something like this, for a ceramic coating, it should last quite a while. You know, it should last at least a year. That's in my book. It should last at least a year, especially if it's in the 30 milliliter vial container. There's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't last a year, especially if you're going to go through the trouble of installing it and prepping and doing all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first wash, and I followed all the instructions. I mean, everything you needed to do prior to installation of the coating. Yes, the temperature was a little bit lower. Yes, the humidity was a little bit higher. But we're not in a laboratory. And if you're going to send this product out to the public, then it needs to be able to handle a little bit of a fluctuation or a variance in temperature and humidity, right? Not everybody's got a garage that's climate controlled. So, and you're going to have to be able to install this stuff in different temperatures, because depending on where you are in the country, you're going to experience different temperatures and humidity. So anyway, so let's go ahead. I'm not going to do a crazy wash today because it's crazy cold out still. It's like 30 degrees, and I got a lot of fun things I got to do this Saturday. So anyway, let's wash the car. Let's do an old school way with a wash bucket and a grit guard and a garden hose, and let's see if there's any hydrophobic properties left in this coating. I'm hoping there is. I'm crossing my fingers that there is. Don't let me down, CERAKOTE. Let's go to it. Let's wash the car. I'm going to set up this camera on a tripod, and we can talk a little bit while I'm washing the car. So right off the bat, I can see beading in the exact same areas that I thought I would see beading. The hood, the glass, top parts of the doors and fenders. Now, in all fairness, I haven't washed it yet, so I haven't decontaminated it. It's probably clogged in these areas. But right off the bat, you can see a definitive line between the top part of the door and the lower part of the door, where you see it just flat, like almost like there's nothing there. And I'm hoping that when I clean it, that you'll see a difference, right? It'll bring back the hydrophobic properties, and it'll get right back to where it was when I first applied it. I didn't wash it. I didn't introduce it to any water. I followed all the instructions prior while it was curing. So this is the first time it's been washed. So hopefully it's because it's dirty. And all I got to do is wash it with a mitt. I'm using CarPro Reset like I showed in the when I was filling up the bucket with the grit guard. So again, it's not that dirty. The car is really not crazy dirty, especially even after a winter storm. It's nice out. We've had some rainy days. So the CERAKOTE actually did a decent job of keeping it clean, I gotta say, at least in the areas up top, but we'll see. We'll see. That's the whole purpose of this 1 month review, right? We want to see if all the hype on the internet is true. I mean, is there a problem? Yeah, I mean, apparently there is a problem. For them to not be selling this CERAKOTE product right now, they have to be reformulating 100% and trying to figure out what's wrong, right? And hopefully it stays on their car for at least a month. At least a month, right? If you're going to go through all that trouble, it better stay on the car for at least a year. So I never realized how tall this car was until I started washing it. See if it holds up. I'm gonna do the whole side first before I rinse it down. We'll start up here. I don't know. It's flat. It's flat. Jesus. I totally get it. I understand why people are upset. I mean, you spend this time and money. And I can only imagine, out of all the cars that were done with the samples that were sent out by Cerakote, how many of them were customers? I mean, I'm doing my own car, so it's not a big deal. I mean, I can redo it. But if I did like a customer's car with this, I could totally get it. I mean, I'm gonna bring the camera up a little closer so you can see it. But holy yeah. Yeah, check this out. See that sheeting? See how the top part kind of beads off? All right, it's kind of like what I expect, like right here. See that? That's fine. All right, look at the rest of it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, come on. Whoa, Cerakote, come on, dude. What the hell? All right, well, this is the 1 month review. Sorry, Cerakote. Holy crap. I'm trying to do everything I can to make it look decent. Doing it the right way, washing it the right way. I don't know, sometimes I see it like acting a little different too. It's almost like, see? It's sheeting in certain areas. Beating up here for sure. Well, not really. It's almost got like this weird sheeting characteristic rather than beating. But up here, it's listen, bottom line, it's not what people expect. Definitely not. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to do something temporarily to hold it up through the winter months, and then in the spring, I am absolutely gonna have to revisit this and install another coating. It is what it is. A little disappointing for sure. Oh well. Happens. Luckily I enjoy working on my car, so. There you got it. I tried. I followed all the instructions, did everything I needed to do. Did it in a garage. I videotaped the whole thing. You can see it in my other video. I'll link it down below. Or actually, I'll attach it to the end of this video as a link. But you can see that I did everything properly. I waited the 5-7 minutes, waited for it to sweat, wiped it off. Not impressed. Definitely not impressed. I can see why there's so much controversy on the internet about this, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off the rest of the car, make it look decent, probably put just a spray sealant on it and protect it for the winter months, and then come before Easter, do the whole thing over again. And I'm probably gonna use a different product. I don't wanna take another risk. I need something that's battle tested, something that's going to last a long while. Maybe a Geon product, Moe's or something. Because I know that's been around and a lot of people like it. And that's it. So, see you on the next one. Bye. While I was actually cleaning the wheels, I noticed that the wheels actually held out really good. I actually put that coating on the wheels, and you could see that on the wheels it actually held up pretty decent. I don't know why that is, but it is beating off the wheels really good. You can see that, right? See how it's beating? It's not bad. So it's very interesting to me that it would have held up on a wheel which gets a brunt of the hit, but not on the door panels. See how it's beating? It's almost like perfect. Very odd, very strange. So, I want to give kudos where it's deserved. I'm not really sure why, but maybe this is something that their chemists can look at and try to understand. There's definitely something going on here with the curing mechanisms, for sure. Once they get that right, I think it'll be a fine product, but holy cow.